In my experience, perfectionism is mostly caused by fear, whether it's fear of not being good enough, fear of not reaching your potentials, or maybe fear of being criticized, and so on. A strong emotion, in other words. Now, many people believe that to overcome perfectionism, they have to conquer that strong emotion, to shut it down, or to fight it. And many people, they suppress their fear, or maybe distract themselves from it. And some people, they're brave enough to simply act despite of it. Those are not something I'm against, by the way. On the contrary, if you're good at it, I'm happy for you. But you and I both know that it's easier said than done. And by watching this video, you're probably still looking for a way to overcome your perfectionism. So, I'll give you my take here. Hear me out. When we make a decision, we don't judge just by how good that choice alone, but we also judge on how good the alternative choices are. Because every action we take is another action we don't take, and every second we spend on something is every second we could be spending elsewhere. You get the idea. In economics, we call it opportunity cost. But many people don't think about it that way. They have tunnel vision. And it's one of the reasons why we became a perfectionist in my theory. Let me illustrate. Let's say you have something to work on. Let's say you choose to keep perfecting and you keep obsessing over it despite it's already good enough to finish or to submit. And let's call that decision the option A. You know the option A would not yield a significant reward to your life. You toil so hard, spending lots of resources and energy, and it would only give you marginal improvements at most. But guess what? Even when you know that all of those are true, you found out that the option B is likely to just do nothing, and the option C, you don't even know what option C is. In this case, I don't blame you. It's almost impossible not to take the option A, because the option A feels right. It feels like it's the best thing you can do right now. And the option B, it will surely make you feel unproductive. It'll make you feel bad. And the option C? Well, you have to find out what option C is, which is a lot of work. It's obvious. Your brain will most likely take the easiest choice, which is the option A in this case. So, how to combat this? The answer is to frame your options in a different way. Now, instead of seeing option B as doing nothing and the option C as unknown, what if you sit down for a minute? Think about all of the other stuff you can do. And honest to God, think about how much effort it takes to execute the other options and what are the potential rewards for the other options. Now, some stuff may pops up in your mind, like what if the option B is another project you could take on? And what if the option C is something you're currently missing out on? And what if, for the same amount of effort, you could achieve a bigger reward by working on other stuff? And what if you could miss out on a big win because you're too caught up with the option A? Now it's gonna feel different, isn't it? Instead of feeling bad because you're too afraid that your work isn't good enough, now you'll feel bad instead because you'll be too afraid to pass dozens of interesting and rewarding opportunities. Also, you'll feel bad because you may not get best returns for your time. Now, when you do this, the same emotion that steers you toward being a perfectionist can also be used towards moving on and doing something else. So, you don't have to fight your emotion, but instead, you work with it. Now, I'm going to ask you, have you properly assessed the opportunity costs on other things you might miss out on? Have you ruminated on the real cost of your decisions? What is taking up most of your resources lately? And every time you work on it, how much returns it yield for the effort? And also, ask yourself this. Do you have any other things you could work on? And what are the potential returns for those things? And if you apply the same effort, which one yields greater return? Please, think about it. I'll wait. How do you feel? Do you feel that everything is already on the right track? Or do you feel that you could be missing a lot of good projects to work on just because you're too caught up on things that are good enough? Yep, that's what I thought. That's it for the video. Hope you'll find a reason to smile today. I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao.